But to all of you who's right now live with us, right, we welcome you. We look forward to you engaging, putting questions and chatting with all of us.
Yes.
Yeah. Tonight is very special. You know why?
Why?
Because usually, right, it's always the guys, Fred,
Yes.
Isaac, who's on screen today. But today, they are working behind the scenes to support us back end. Guys,
Yes.
can you make some noise?
Thank you, boys, for the support.
Yeah, so they are the men behind the women tonight. Yeah, but the reason we are doing this is also because March is a very special month. And it's the
Yes.
month where we celebrate.
Woman!
Yay! Yeah, we celebrate the fierceless female, the feminine power, the powerhouse that is within the XOFG community. And tonight, right, there's a lot of inspiring stories. So please stay tuned. Don't zip off
Yes,
because
don't zip off.
there's going to be a lot of raw emotions.
Yes.
I think heartfelt stories you probably never hear before that goes behind what
Yeah.
we have to deal with in terms of challenging our perceptions, challenging how people look at us.
Yes.
Do you face any of those?
Oh, yes. I face that. How you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to say, how you're supposed to dress. So, yes, it's not easy being a woman sometimes.
I
But it's
totally feel you.
awesome.
I totally feel you because and that's what the team came up with today, right? If you see over here, she came back stronger because I think as women we can all bounce back from adversity and the challenges of life. Women place many hats, don't we?
Yes.
We are daughters, we are sisters, we are
Wives.
wife.
Girlfriends, workers, leaders, peers, right? Many roles.
Yes.
Many.
And among all those, right, the idea is people sometimes judge us for how we look, what we say, how they think we should be. So today we're going to debunk all this
Yes.
and share what has, celebrate the journey that we have come so far in this
Yes.
womenhood thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
International Women's Day. Woot woot. Yes. So stay with us. Don't leave us. You want to hear these stories. You want to feel it because it all comes from the heart. Okay, none of this is scripted. So if you hear very weird, awkward silences, it's just us, right? But honestly, people, it is from the heart. So stay tuned.
Yeah, can I know who's here with us right now on the live stream? Team, you can just mention some names you want to call out before we get the live stream going.
We have Cynthia, we have Lazan,
Hello, Lazan. Hello, Cynthia. Thank you for joining us.
we have Phanisha.
Phanisha. Alright, I know more people are coming in as well. They're probably having their dinner and joining us tonight. Tonight is all about girl power. I think actually Rachel, I want to ask you, right? What is girl power to you?
Girl power to me is not afraid of being who you are. Okay? You don't conform to what people expect you to be. So be confident in who you are, be confident in your skills, in how you look. Don't body shame yourself. I think that's very important. That's something that's quite prevalent right now. Be happy being who you are. Okay, that's the main thing. That's girl power, right? And then nobody can shake you.
Wow, that's powerful, man, isn't it?
Nobody can shake you.
Yeah, and I think a lot of time, our identity as women is really, it comes from a sense of groundedness, a sense of confidence, but it doesn't come easy, and I'm sure our speakers can attest to it, right?
Yep.
Having gone through experiences of being in prison, having gone through maybe sometimes, strained relationship with the people around them, especially their loved ones. So I'm just wondering right now, right, shall we invite them?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so can we have would you like to introduce our first speaker?
Our first speaker is Aline, and she is an awesome woman. I think you would really enjoy her story. When I first met her, I was quite taken, and she is doing so much work right now, right, to advocate and be that leader in a movement. So Tell me, my love.
Hello.
Hello. Is it me? Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me about yourself.
Okay.
Or tell us about who you are.
Okay, first of all, I introduce myself again. I'm Aline. Some people also know me as Linda.
Hi, Linda.
So what I'm doing right now, like just now Rachel actually mentioned, I'm anti-drug advocate. But for a full-time job, I'm doing assistant project manager in a government sector. So yeah, that is what I'm doing right now. So I with my husband, okay, we don't have any kids, so we have a lot of time doing voluntary work. So that is how I occupy my time together with my husband. Yes.
So you mentioned that you are a drug advocate
yes.
as well as you work in project management.
Yeah.
So in project management, how is the environment like?
Oh, I think for myself, I graduate in Master's Science in Construction and Project Management.
Construction.
Yes.
Not a girl's job.
Yeah, it's not a good job. So surrounding me, most of them are men, contractors, foreigners. So I work a lot with all those opposite sex, gender. Okay.
So are you garang? Do you have to be a certain way
Okay,
to?
when it comes to any starting of the projects, okay, when they will try to test your market in a way, because you're a woman, right, you are a lady, test a bit lah, okay lah, can lah, try lah. But after a while, then they get to know that you are the type of very firm, not aggressive but assertive. So they will tend to respect you for the for who you are, and they also look at your skills, your knowledge, how much you know about your job. They will
Cannot
test you.
play one.
Yeah, cannot one.
Cannot play.
Yeah. Don't say guys from workplace. Husband also like that. Husband
Husband's over there.
Okay.
Okay, interesting. So,
Yeah.
I bet it's tough working in an all-men environment. I've done that in a corporate level, and wow, it's not easy. I think being a woman, if you cry, it's weakness.
Yeah.
If you don't cry, you're not a very nice person.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to be a woman in a man's workplace. But kudos on standing strong and showing them how it's supposed to be done.
Yes.
So drug advocate, tell me how you got into that.
Okay, first of all, I think I share a bit of my experience as a drug abuser. Okay, I started taking drugs at the age of 12 years old. Very young age, very strict family, but still rebellious. I would try my way to actually escape from my parents, okay, behind closed door while studying. They thought I'm studying, but actually I'm sniffing gum, sniffing glue, okay. So that was the time. Then sometimes when my father every time fetch me and send me to school, okay, I will go to school, I escape from the back gate. So I took drugs.
You go to school and escape from the back gate.
Yeah, so that means I didn't
Okay,
really
so
go for my lesson. Yeah, okay. So I think until today I don't think so my father know, unless my father watched this live, then he got to know about that lah.
She was young, uncle. It's over. She's much better now.
Yeah, okay. So that's what happened. So it started off where I have this so-called curiosity. I start to mix with negative peers, friends, okay, from my previous hometown. But I don't blame them. Every decision is our own decision.
Correct.
So I make the choices that point of time. But I think how I started off is when I get first time incarcerated at the age of 25.
Okay.
Okay. That one also, it doesn't really make me want to contribute. It's more like I'm getting away from the community. I don't want anyone to know that I was a drug abuser last time.
Okay.
I hide behind the curtain actually.
Okay.
So I portray myself as someone who is not a drug addict.
Okay.
Okay. Until the second time I was caught for drug consumption again.
Okay.
After 7 years, I relapsed.
7 years. it
7
took
years gap. Yeah, because of my own emotional support, where I don't have I don't like to share with people. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe being an independent, you see the way that I work. I do make every decision on my own. So I like to keep my feelings, my emotion towards with
Understand.
myself lah in a way.
Yep.
So I keep a lot of things. Then at certain extent, I start to instead of my friends looking for me, I look for my friend for the drugs. So second, again, I won't blame my friends.
Yes.
Because I'm the one who made the second decision. Okay, to consume back.
Correct.
Okay? So the second time, when I actually released from DRC2, that is where I realized that okay, the first time I transformed already, but I don't feel any impact. I don't see anything that I can do. I scared I relapse again. So
Okay.
what should I do? So that is where the contribution comes. I decided to become advocate. Yeah, that is my goal. I only not only advocate. The first time I started is just advocate through like maybe through friends, giving inspiration kind of story about
So
my
very
life.
inner circle.
Yeah. Then
Okay.
after that I venture out. I have my goal and objective. I want to go to more like international kind of thing. Yeah, that is my dream.
And you achieved that.
yeah, one.
Yes?
One.
I want to congratulate her and
Yeah.
her husband for achieving
Yeah.
what they did. They went overseas to Turkey, right? If I'm not
Yeah,
wrong?
Istanbul.
Yes, Istanbul, and they advocated, right? They were part of a movement, and she was given an award.
Yeah,
yes,
female presenter.
yes,
award.
a
Best
female presenter award,
Yeah.
which I think is totally awesome because I don't think there are many female advocates who come out to talk about this. I mean, let's be honest. I think there's a little bit of shame involved as well,
Yeah,
which is why you
yeah.
hide behind curtains.
Mm.
But kudos, right?
Thank
You are working this for the woman. Don't be afraid. Your story makes you stronger. It gives you the platform to move up, to elevate yourself, and to help others elevate themselves. She is an inspiration to a lot of the girls or the ladies who come in for our programs. She has shared, which I think sometimes is also not easy for her.
Yes,
Right?
I think I a bit add on a bit lah. I think for us a woman, we like to hide in a way that because maybe we don't want our future husband, our friends know that we are ex drug abuser. Okay, in a way that for myself, like last time I don't wear headscarf then now I wear. Then my friend, like some of my guy friend last time or some of my friend, you like real only wear for a while then later you open again. You know, that kind of stigma that we receive for a woman. So for me, I do encourage a lot of women to come forward. Okay, don't
Yes.
be shy, don't be afraid. Okay, we
Yes.
are always here for you to
Yes.
give you the support.
Yes, we are.
Okay, there's a lot of challenges, there's a lot of struggle. Myself, I do face a lot of struggle, ups and down. Okay, but we don't want to give up. And we
Yeah.
will never give up because the main thing is that we are here to encourage people.
Yes.
At the same time, it's for our recovery journey as
Yes.
well. Yeah.
It's to empower ourselves in our
Yes.
recovery journey,
Yeah.
and as well to empower the ones who need empowering, to support you when you are at your lowest and you think there's nobody there. We are here. All right, so come and talk to us.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much
Welcome.
for sharing,
Yeah.
for advocating for us in Istanbul. I saw the hot air balloon photos and I was like, wow, it's happening, right? And your
Yes.
husband, I'm sure,
Yeah.
he's extremely proud of you. Yeah. So keep it strong, love.
Okay. Same to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Aline. So, next we also have another lady, and we have two beautiful ladies. So I shall pass the crown
Yes.
to Ichian,
Thank you. So I know why we're having this headgear. It's
and
so
I shall be back.
Thank you.
Alright, come not join me in front. Hello everyone. I'm really inspired by the story of Eileen. I think it's amazing. I learned so much new things about her. I didn't know that the journey started so young, but I think you have come a long way, and today she's an anti-drug advocate, and I think importantly she kind of like bosses around the men in her work as the leader, in the sector, especially in construction. So kudos to you, Eileen. Okay, so with me right now, we have Nat. Nat, in fact, I think has shared a few times, but I know there are new viewers, audiences with us tonight. And I thought, Nat, maybe why don't you introduce yourself a little bit, who you are, a bit about your journey as well. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Nadia, but people call me Nat. I've been outside for 6 years already. I am inside the system for 7 years. So during this journey of mine, there's a lot of struggles, especially as a woman. There's a lot of I used to be in a community where this community doesn't accept me because I'm an ex-convict.
Can you tell me more about this community? Like, what do you mean by they don't accept you?
Because I have to be honest, some people just feel that, you know, ex-convict, we are like, especially women, like, you know, you're a disgrace, you're shameful, like how to say, it's like because women, just because we are women, so I feel that they cannot accept that women are imperfect. Women have to be perfect, like, because we are women.
Yeah, so real, the idea of perfection, right?
Yeah,
To
the
meet
idea of
certain
perfections.
expectations.
But I really hope that the community also realize that women go through a lot of struggles, not only men. I mean, we have to be specific in gender equality. Like, okay, men go through hardships, but women also. In fact, women have a lot more obstacles because we are mothers, we are wife, we are sisters.
Yep.
Like, yep, the how to say, the responsibility is kind of heavier.
Yeah.
So back to the community that I was in, is because I'm an ex-convict. So they got to know like my previous case. So they, I cannot change how people think of me lah, but it took me, it gave an impact to me, like it affects my health, like I crave for acceptance.
Yeah, so now I'm just gonna go like, you know, ask a little bit more deeper because I think your story is powerful. So when you said, maybe I share a little bit because I remember when I first met Nat, right? It was very casual. We just had very casual talk, but she was saying that you know, it was a very pleasant encounter with me. And it made me wonder, how come it's pleasant? Isn't it the same throughout, you know, where people are generally nice towards her? So I was just thinking, what do you actually gone through? What is one incident where you felt that the people don't respect you or you felt labelled because they know your background? Yeah.
Yeah, there's one point of time that I actually met someone. So like I am not embarrassed of my past because I've already acknowledged the situation and I want to move forward, but people doesn't accept me. So I received this comment like, you're an ex-convict lah, forever you won't change. So that thing brings me like is it true, is it real that because of my case, because I chop someone then I cannot change for the rest of my life? So this kind of thing, I am grateful that now my circles are very like they accept me for who I am. Like, okay, Nan, if you think this is good for you, you go, guide me through, you know, which I didn't last time. And I got trust issues also because being in prison is not easy. So especially we are women, like women are very strong with their emotions. So when they go out, they want to be accepted. They want to be given a chance. But then if just because we are women, you just say like, you look down on us, you woman, you not shame, you go in like that, then your case very big, like, you know, this kind of comments, it affect your own identity. Yep.
So how did you, like, you know, deal with all these comments, and how do you come to where you are right now today to be, you know, confident and less affected by what people think or say about you?
To be honest, it was hard. It was really, really hard. Like, told me about it. But I do still remember one of the statement that you shared with me.
Me?
Yeah.
The one that I shared?
What people think of you doesn't define you. Yeah.
Right.
You just don't care lah. I mean, you cannot shut people's mouth, right? No matter what, no matter where you go, also there will still be politics, there will still be gossips, but who cares? But I'm really very grateful now.
Thanks man for sharing that,
Yep,
knowing that.
yep.
But it's because something, okay, it's something that I truly believe in when I shared that with you, because we know that we got some questions, but I really felt that, you know, I got this gift for my birthday. Somebody gave me this book that says women, then ... undefined. We are not defined by our circumstances or the way people see us. We are just who we are in our
Yep.
own unique ways. Yeah, so thank you for sharing that, how you kind of deal with all this. I don't know, do you feel like it's you know, you can brush it off now easier?
Yeah, I feel so much relieved, but of course I have to thank them also. It's because of them.
Thank them.
Yep,
Okay, the naysayers.
I challenge myself to be better, but it's not to prove those who actually look down on me, but it's actually to prove to myself that I'm worthy lah. I am a value to myself. I don't care lah whether I a value to them or not lah, but it's just that I'm a value to myself. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I think we have some questions, right? Let me take a look at the questions.
Felicia and Dee.
Thank you. We have don't scroll. We have Felicia and Dee. Oh, it's a question for Nat. Okay, so Dee is asking, how do you overcome drug addiction and how do you become better and what keeps you going in this journey of not giving up?
Drug addiction, you have to. It's actually up to your willpower, because we cannot, like, how to say, it's drug addiction. You can take today, you can feel high today, but then tomorrow you will still continue to feel the addiction. Why would you want to waste your life to feed your addiction whereby you can actually do other things? Like, this is from my point of view. I feel that I met with a lot of friends. Some lost their parents because of addiction. Some lost their wives. Some lost their husband. Some lost their life.
Life.
Yeah,
Wow.
life. So why would you want to do that? I know that I cannot deny that all of us have our obstacles. All of us got their own hardships. But don't take the easy way out lah. I mean, you have your community. You have us if you want to talk to. It's not easy, but as long as you have the willpower, you have the mentality, I think should be fine. Yep.
Yeah, thanks Dee for the question. I agree with Nat that dealing with addiction is not an easy thing. It is called a cycle for a reason, that you know there are relapses along the way, and what keeps everyone going is very different. But for you, Nat, it's really about
It's just myself.
being
It's
a
just-
different,
yeah.
a better version of yourself.
Yeah,
That's what I hear in Nat, that resilience, that you know, that spirit of not giving up and getting better every day.
Mm.
We have another question. Okay, Nat.
Felicia.
How do you overcome the label that was placed on you? What do you tell yourself to overcome this? Because when people say, hey, you prison, you cannot make it in life, you know, they think your abilities is less of. How do you deal with this kind of labels that people keep sticking onto us?
It was hard. Of course it was. It is very hard lah. I got sick. I had this emotional
Please
stress.
tell them about it.
Yeah, I almost got these heart attack symptoms. It's because I got all the words affect me until I almost lost my track. I didn't want to do anything. I just want to, like, oh, okay, or then I just give what they want, what they think of me. But then when I think back, I don't want to be at the losing point. It's everyone can talk about you, but as long as you know yourself, you know that you create values and you want to help others, you want to contribute, I think should be, it's actually willpower actually. Yeah, it's actually your, I don't know how I overcome it.
Mindset? Or
Yeah, your mindset. It's like you don't just don't care. So what, you don't want to say, let them say lah. As long as you know.
yeah,
But
I know,
one
right?
day,
It's like
yeah.
okay, whatever you say. I think we had this discussion
Yup.
before. It's like, you know, when people throw words on us, right? We need to have like a shield. Like a shield to block off all this negative energy, negative words that people place on us. And I think, you know, I always find that whatever people think of us is a reflection of not us, but others, how they
Correct.
see the world.
Yep.
So it's nothing personal, it's just how they see the world, and we just don't want to be there, right?
Yeah. But one of my takeaway is your community, your hurts should be those positive people.
Community,
Yeah, it helps with the drug addiction. It helps with your mindset. For example, if you're feeling down, but then you mix with those people who take drugs, of course you will take drugs. But then if you were to be with those people who have their purpose in life, right? Trust me lah, you wouldn't want to relapse. Yup.
Yeah, so your heart is everything. The people you hang around with
Yep.
is also key. Alright, thank you, Nat. Thank you so much. Alright, I can't wait to hand the crown throne back to Rachel. Come on, Rachel.
Well done, Nat.
Over to you.
Thank you. Okay. So I think Nat's truly inspiration to a lot of you, a lot of us. She's not had an easy time. I've known her for about a year, Nat.
Yep.
A year. She's very dear and special to me. She's come a long way, a very long way. And she works every single day to be stronger and better than what she was yesterday. So our next guest is a pretty young little thing. Mystery guest. She's a bit shy, so please be gentle. Okay. We don't want naughty. Yes. Again, no naughty. Gentle. Wait, my crown is falling. Yes, okay. Hello.
Hi.
So, my love, can you tell everybody about yourself, who you are, and
Okay.
what you do?
Hi, I'm Yiling and I'm 21 this year, turning 22. I'm a apprentice tattoo artist. Yeah, so
Interesting.
Yeah.
And how did you get here today?
because of my fiance, he's the one that gave me motivations and like he was there to be my pillar of strength.
Pillar of strength.
Yeah.
Well done, Fion's the fiance. Correct one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. So Fion's her support group. So tell me about being a tattoo artist. I find that extremely interesting.
What would you like to know about?
Like, what do you tattoo?
I tattoo like flowers,
Okay.
wording, and I'm currently learning Japanese art.
Japanese art. So
Yeah.
like the waves and the angry face.
Yes.
And,
Hanya, Daluma.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you do like dragons and everything in
There's involved of dragons in Japanese art.
And
yeah.
koi.
There's koi. There's Hanya mask. There's some soldier. Yeah.
so tattoo artist,
Yes.
apprentice, 22-year-old girl,
Yeah, turning 22.
turning 22. 21,
Mm-hmm.
21. Why tattoo?
Why tattoo? Because I'm someone who like art and I also learn things very fast. I like those like, for example, nail art, makeup, and tattoo is all art.
But
I'm
why
interested.
tattoo? Tattoo is like so guy. I mean, I love tattoos. I have a few myself. I don't want to show any of you this, but I do have a few myself. I love tattoos. I think it's art, but it's also male dominated. That means there's so many guys in there, and you don't see many young, pretty tattoo artists. So how do you deal with them lah? Got bully one right?
Yeah, I mean there is, but I overcome with it because like I have a lot of male friends. So
Okay.
I'm a very easygoing person. So I can make jokes with them. I can take harsh joke. I can like play like rough. But it's just that if they cross the boundary, then I will not talk to them. I'll keep my distance from guys that is like affecting me.
So you do have strategies on how to handle
Yeah.
being in a male environment.
Yes.
Is it easy? Was it something that people told you what to do, or was it something that you learned from experience?
I learned from experience because since young I have no one to teach me like, oh, this group of friends is someone who you can hang out with, this group of friends you cannot. I learned by myself.
Okay.
So I have a lot of guy friends who have brought me down before.
Okay.
I've cried about it. There's a lot of things that negative things that they told me that I makes myself into getting into offense just to make myself look better for like
For them?
people
Okay.
around me to like me, you know.
So are you still that person now, or
No.
so what made you change?
I have my sister who is always encouraging me, being there by my side, and my fiance who is there to like reassure me that it's not true what they say. He see the side of me that I didn't know that people bring me down for it.
Well done, Fion. Good job. So what I'm hearing you say, right, is that it's because you had good support.
Yes,
So now that you have support, what are you planning to do next?
I'm always supporting my friends around me who have lack of confidence.
Okay.
Because sometimes we ourselves,
Yeah.
girls, we are very emotional, so we cannot see things that what other people can see.
Correct.
But
Correct.
there are people who is jealous out there. They just want to bring you down, make you cry, make you feel like very miserable.
So now if somebody comes and tells you, hey, you da 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 da, how do you actually handle that?
Now, at first, I'll still get affected by it.
Of course,
sometimes,
I think that's natural. Human. It's very human.
But I'll brush them off lah. I'll say that it's not true lah. But then later that day, I'll go home and then I'll ask my fiance,
Yes.
hey, true or not?
I don't think it's true, yeah.
Yeah.
So have you lost friends along the way?
Yes, I've lost a lot of friends. It's not I lost, they lost me.
Powerful, they lost me, yes. I
Because
agree.
there's a lot of people out there, I realize they are very fake.
Mm.
They backstab me when I was there to help them, guide them, be there for them lah. But I realized they don't deserve me.
Mm.
Because if they were to do such thing behind my back, sorry, I'm not gonna continue this friendship. It's very toxic for me. So I wouldn't say that they lost, like I lose friends. It's they lost me.
It's very good to hear that you are aware of how to set boundaries and keep yourself safe
Yes.
from people who bring you down,
Yeah.
right? I think Nad's doing a fantastic job, as well as Aline. I mean, I think as women, we all need to draw that boundary
Yes.
and understand who we allow to affect us,
Yep.
right? And well done. I think you are blossoming into a beautiful flower. And we have questions. Awesome. What questions do we have? I have short hands. Thank you. Okay. This is why I have glasses, because I cannot read. So I need to put them on. Excusez-moi. Have you received stigma for being a female tattoo artist? And how do you react to that? Stigma meaning, do they say like, you girl, you sure you can tattoo or not?
Yes, I do have. Okay, so before I was together with my fiance, I was with two other different tattoo artists, ex-boyfriends. So the first one, he did bring me down. Like, I did tell him that I have interest in learning tattoo. He was like, "Aya, don't waste your time lah." Then it's because I know that he started young, so he has been in that career for very long, but I don't. So he was like asking me not to waste my time and everything. It's actually like very discouraging.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I did got affected by it and I brushed it off.
Okay.
But it took me about a year plus, because I started having interest in 2021.
So for a year after he told you all that, you didn't go into tattooing, you stayed
Yeah,
away.
I only did it last year, 2023.
What made you go back to do this?
Because my ex-boyfriend before my fiance, he's the one who encouraged me. But he's also toxic in his own way. But I still like learn either ways. Because that point of time, I was in a very depressed mode, so I very easy trigger. So he's the one that trying to help me and everything. He teach me how to do this. And then I learn from it slowly by slowly.
So now you are apprenticing with somebody else.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So we have another question from Rob. Thank you, Rob. What do you think are the biggest challenges for young women in Singapore?
Mostly family is
Family.
also one. Friends. And yeah, it's mostly family and friends.
Why
Who
do
you
you
mix
say-
with.
Okay, so friends would be who you mix with, but why family?
Okay, so I have so my family is very traditional since I was very young. They are very strict. They love me, but they show it in a way that I don't understand.
Okay.
So I became very rebellious, not going home. So I know my fiance 7 years ago. Okay. At the point of time he was a bad friend crowd. So we hang out. Then I never go home. To the point when my parents suggest to file BPC on me.
Okay.
Yeah, cause I don't feel love
So
with my
so
family.
what's a PPC?
Beyond parental control.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So sorry, what's I?
Your parents wanted
Yeah.
to file the.
So because I don't feel love at home.
Okay.
I feel like my friend loved me more at that point of time. You know those
Yeah.
young girls mindset.
Yeah.
So we always go to our friend,
Correct.
be it good or bad. So that's why I say family can also trigger for whatever you do
Yeah.
as a
that's
woman.
True. That's true. That's true. Are you close to them now? Have you? Mended
My
your-
parents have changed a lot for me, especially my sister. Last time we were enemy, we fight a lot. She don't understand me. But she, after I came out from girls' home, she understand me. We have a heart-to-heart talk. That's what makes us close. She is always there for me now.
Older or younger sister?
Older by 1 year.
Zeze. Okay. So Zeze's steadying you and supporting you from the back.
Yes.
Well done. So what about friends? What challenges do friends face?
Challenges.
Mm.
For me is why I will get into offense because of my friend was they body shame me.
Ah,
So because of the body shaming, I feel very insecure. I have eating disorder and bulimia. Yeah. So because of that, my friend from girls home told me, why not lah, try you'll get skinny, you know. Yeah, so I went to took it just to make myself feel confident, skinny. Everyone likes, cause my mother is also body shaming me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Are you past that now?
Mm,
You're still working on it?
I'm still working on it. Recently just got out of it because of my fiance, who is always telling me how beautiful I am. He makes me feel so confident about myself. And that's what makes me overcome it. And that's the reason why one fine day I just wake up and tell him, actually because of you, right, I feel like I don't need those drugs in my life anymore. He brought up the happiest side of me.
You know, wow, very touched. Very touched. It's not easy, I think, being 21. It's not easy being a young adult.
Yes.
There's a lot of influence from around you, friends, and I think at that age you're really not able to tell what is good and what is bad because you just
Yes.
want to be part of a bigger thing, right? But I'm very happy to hear that you are past that,
Yeah.
that you are at a stage where you are, like Ijan said, grounded and growing in confidence of who you are,
Yes.
right? So get in there, become the best female tattoo artist in Singapore,
Thank you.
right? And make it happen. Make us proud because you have it.
And
Okay?
yeah.
Awesome.
Thank
Oh, so sweet. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
I will pass the crown back to
No,
Jen.
you don't need
Oh,
the
no.
crown. You can hold the crown because you are staying here to be grilled further.
Being
For
grilled.
many of you on the live stream, Rachel has been volunteering at XOFG for how long already? A year plus? It feels like yawns.
Yeah, it feels very long. I think three groupings, 3 XOAs. I came when Kurt was graduating. Then I started from there.
Okay.
Three groups.
Anyway, she's quite senior within the community in terms of her mentorship for our people. So I want to ask Rachel, because for those of you tuning in, right, some of you are volunteers. Some of you could be thinking of volunteering with us as well. So the question is, Rach, what got you coming in to work with the people here? The XOs, it's not easy.
No. Okay, so this one was quite by surprise. I actually got roped in because I like them, first and foremost. I do like Jen is sweet and Glenn is very on, and I believe in their vision. my crown keeps
Yeah,
falling.
keep it.
I believe in that vision, and I think the first session that I came to, I was actually terrified.
What was it that we
Yeah.
did that terrified you?
I think it was coming out and dealing with ex-offenders. I had never done that before. So I was very afraid to say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing, offend them. I also had a wall up, to be very honest. I didn't know how to behave. Could I be this person that I am, or do I have to like tone it down?
So can I ask you, when you came for the first session to meet them, right, what was going on in your mind?
Don't say the wrong thing. Don't say the wrong thing. Don't say the wrong thing. Don't say. That was the only thing that was going on in my mind. And then I met people who inspire me. I am awestruck by these people who come in for these sessions, who work for it, who do the homework, who put in the time, who wake up very early to come out and go back very late. And I go back with a high, a very good high,
Yeah,
a
that's
very
a
good
nice
high, a good high, good high. I'm very euphoric, okay, because seeing them inspires me. I want to be better. I want to be better to help them, and that's wow. That's wow. That's what keeps me coming every Tuesday.
Yeah,
Tuesday, people. Tuesday.
Some encouraging messages.
We have encouraging messages. Okay.
Right, right.
Can you scroll the comment section? I think.
Okay,
lots
okay.
of-
But I have a lot of questions for Rach actually, because
Wrong face.
I think Rach represents and has to deal with real challenges like all volunteer does. How do you manage time between work, family, as well as volunteering? Because mentoring is a journey and it takes time. There's a lot of behind the scene hard work, right? About texting them after work hours, meeting up, catching up, checking in with them. So much that everybody in the community gives. How do you balance all this?
I'm lucky. I think my husband's wonderful. He allows me to be myself.
You're awesome, right?
Yes.
The man behind Rach.
Yes. He is. He allows me to be who I am. Right. Half
Yeah,
the
every
time.
Tuesday night she's with us, like
Yeah.
literally, like
Yeah.
the whole night, all the way.
But it's not easy, I think, with work and with wanting to come. But I think it comes down to what all of the women have. We want to advocate, right? We want to support. We understand the struggle. The struggle is real, yo. Somebody told me that. One of my staff told me the struggle is real, yo, and I'm like, okay. But yes, the struggle is real. And is it easy? No, I'm lucky. I think I'm very fortunate to have a family who's understanding. My work hours are a bit more flexible, so it's not too bad, but I still go in like half asleep in the morning. But it's awesome. It's awesome. It really is awesome. You should come 7 o'clock Tuesdays.
Yeah,
Tuesdays
we
7.
love to see you, and we love
Yes.
having you, Rach, in the community. But there's also something I want to ask you, because I think for everybody tuning in, right, in this journey, when we start, let's say, with 15 mentees, at the end of the program, it can go down to maybe 10 or even less. So the dropout rate is real. The heartache is also real. The behind the doors, we have to deal with the disappointment or our emotions maybe,
Yeah.
because we know it's a journey, right? We are clear what we embarked on. How do you deal with the emotional part whenever somebody drop out?
You go home and cry, honestly.
This is
I'm
the
not
real.
joking.
This is the real
I'm not
stuff,
joking.
really.
It's it's sad. When you start off with a cohort of 15, you're all gung ho. Everybody's in there and they're coming, and then you see them. Oh, I've got work, or I'm not feeling well, and it just becomes something that's a weekly thing. And then by the time it's graduation, or by the time at the end of the session, you have maybe 60%, sometimes 50, sometimes less. Very sad. But so yeah, a few of my peer mentors also have worked very hard. It's heartbreaking. It honestly is heartbreaking. You cry about it. You worry about them, because by the time you're halfway through the journey, you've bonded, you see. I still meet some of my mentees, right? And it's nice to keep in touch with them. but it's also very sad not to see them every Tuesday. It's kind of like family. So I'm lucky I get text messages every morning, so I'm good morning, good morning, good morning. But it honestly is heartbreaking, because you want them to do better for themselves,
Yeah.
but at the same time I think we also understand it's their journey to walk, and they need to do their tasks before they reach that destination. So it's their journey. The best that we can do, I think, as mentors is to hold them when they not hold them, but hold on to them whenever they need us, and be there for them, or to support them. Yeah, so it's a journey. It's a journey of emotional regulation for yourself as well as a
Yeah.
mentor. Not easy.
Yeah.
Not easy.
I think it helps, like what Rich says, that among the mentors, we support each other as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
When somebody falls, right, and we have to deal with our emotions, I think it's a safe space for us. We know that there's support lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we know that it is a journey that everybody has to take. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's a bit of managing our expectations, but I do believe at the heart of it, right, that everybody in this community believes in hope and the faith that there will come a time
Yeah.
when they'll have their breakthrough, and we'll be here.
Correct. We'll be here.
Yeah.
Tuesdays. Tuesdays.
Right. So, Rich, one last thing, right? So, how do you go about building such good rapport with your mentees? Yeah, because it takes a lot of energy, you see. By the way, she's dealing with children in the daytime, a lot of children running around, and she has to handle them. So at night she comes over to give.
Red Bull. No. No Red Bull. No Red Bull.
Product placement.
No Red Bull. How do you... Okay, so I used to work sales previously, so I naturally go out and talk to people. Okay, I randomly tell somebody, hey, your shoes are lovely. I think everybody's afraid. Nobody wants to make the first move.
Oh yes, it's so real.
Yeah, so a smile and a hi, welcome, I think helps a lot. Talking cock lah. really, hi, how are you? Where are
Yeah.
you from? I think
Yeah.
ice breaking is very important. Not being shy. Not to say shameless now, but you gotta come out of your. I think as a mentor, you gotta come out of your shell to kind of get somebody else at ease, because I think they are more terrified than you of
Exactly,
what's
they
gonna
are so
happen,
scared when
right?
it's the first time.
Are they gonna be reprimanded? Are they gonna be judged? Are things gonna be said to them? Are people gonna look at them funny? But then again, I look at everybody funny because half the time I can't see stuff, right? I think joking around helps. I enjoy. I think for me, my objective for every Tuesday is to come in, make someone smile. Every day I try to do one random act of kindness. That's for me, right? Coming there and one hug, or just hey, how are you, bro? Do you have your dinner?
Yeah,
Or come,
it is.
hey, let's go makan. That was my line. Hey, come, let's go makan. Everybody comes.
Yeah.
Because it's makan time, yeah. So, coming out of your shell and making someone smile, I think that helps.
Yeah, I really like this, Rach, because I think you hit the nail. When we think we are scared, right, given it's our first time talking to them, I think they are more scared than us, even though they look fierce, they look
Yeah.
cool with their tattoos,
big.
everybody. But I think they are probably more afraid because it's a totally new environment, and it really helps if you take that first step
Yeah.
to just make them feel comfortable and to engage with them. Yeah. Team, is there any questions or comments from the floor? I do have one thing, actually, Rich. What is one thing that you learn from them? Because people always think that, it's a give and take, right? They learn from us as mentees, but what do you as mentors also learn from them?
Oh my God, don't give up. To all my mentees and to all of you who have come for the XOA, XOM, XOLE program, you inspire me. Emotional already. I cannot tell you how much I want to do for you, right? Not for me, but for you, because you're working so hard to come out from where you were, to be better than yesterday. You are trying so hard, and yes, society is not easy. But look at you go. So I want to be there by your side, walking with you, doing the best. I know I'm not the most helpful sometimes. All right, let's be honest. I don't know everything. I'm a crowd. But I will try as much as I can to be there for you when you need me. I think that's the one thing I can do.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Oh my god. And I think Rachel's words echo for the volunteers, right? Those of you tuning, I know you believe in all of them as well. So we really appreciate you, being around, giving your support.
So much.
Wow, we have
Long glasses,
we have love letters.
Oh, love letters.
Oh, it's pretty long. It's really pretty long. Wow. Okay, we're gonna read. Let's take turns to read. Okay, what people have been saying and commenting in the chat box. Okay, this is especially going out to Nat.
Nad. Whoop.
Right, it says keep going lah, Nat. Happy to see you back on your feet. Love you big time, your brother D. Whoa!
Well done.
Oh, from Rob, you can read.
Oh, from Rob. Thank you, Rob. All of the women in the stream today are a huge inspiration, not just for other women, but for men also.
Yep.
Through your lives, you teach men to be better. Thank you. Thank you, Rob,
Thank
for
you,
always
Rob.
supporting us.
Yes.
You are awesome.
Alright.
Some question.
This one is
Oh, wait. Hairi. Okay, Hairi asked a question. When you first became a mentor volunteer, do inmates look scary to you? Yes, bro. I tell you, I'm on a good day I'm 1.52. On a bad day I'm 1.5. And all these men are tattooed, tall, right? And then they all work out in the gym, all muscular.
yeah, so buff and all.
Yeah,
and
and
they
then-
don't smile, they look so
yeah, they
fierce.
don't smile, and then after that I go in like some squirrel on some medication bouncing all over the place. It's a bit weird, but yes, they were. I think when you first see them, they're very scary, and then when you talk to them, it gets so much better, right? When you start talking to them, and then they come out of their shells as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, first time.
Yeah, but I want to share this since we're on this topic, Harry. That's a great question because I feel the fear as well, to be honest, especially if they look very distant, and sometimes they walk with a swagger. I've seen it before, and I was like, okay, maybe don't talk to them. but I was very heartened, throughout the XOA program over the weeks, right? Some of them kind of changed the mannerism, kind of soften, right?
Soften.
It
right.
really shows that you cannot judge the person based on first impression.
Yeah, correct.
Because the person, when you get to know them, it's really very different. Yeah, it really is about knowing the individual for who they are, what they bring at that moment.
I think what you give them is what they give back to you. So if you are kind and soft with them, they also soften towards you. But if you're a bit, they also towards you. I think it's a natural thing, right? That's how people behave. It's a right. So you gentle. They're awesome men. They're awesome men and women
Women.
that I have met.
Yeah.
It's not easy being you girls. So
Yeah, man.
Get someone up.
Thank you. We're
Yes.
gonna get everybody to come out as well.
woo woo! Come on, ladies.
It's almost the end of the session already, right? Thank you for sticking with us,
Yes,
everyone.
for the 1
we're gonna
hour.
hang out with the bankers. We're going to, just give you a sneak peek behind the scene. But with us, right, it's Girl Power here today. But
Girl power.
Girl Power, and I actually have something like hidden up my sleeve, everybody.
See, she was saying
Yeah.
that she's hiding something, and I got very, very suspicious.
Yes, but because today is such a special day, the team at Architects of Life have a gift prepared for everyone.
We like
And I want to show you what the team has done. This is handmade keychains by the team that you see over here.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, it's also made by our youngest volunteer in Architects of Life. She's only 11 years old, and she made this together with the team, all handmade. Yeah, so I just want to give a shout out to Triska. Thank you so much. We love it.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just give this to the amazing women, Nadia, Nat.
Nat.
Yeah.
Well done, Nat.
Yeah, good man.
This is
Thank you.
Eileen.
thank
Okay, you can show them, the. And Eileen.
Thank you.
Yeah, Yeah, and then we have Rich. Okay, so everybody can see, right? This is really, I think, in celebration of today's live stream. I think we want to celebrate how far each of you have come in your own journey. It's just there's no full stop. I think
Yeah,
it's
there's
really
no full
just
stop.
commas,
Correct.
apostrophes. Apostrophes
yes.
that you have in your life to create the story and the chapter that you want. It's gonna get even more exciting, I believe, you know, as you script your own chapter going forward. So I'm just gonna
One chapter.
yeah, I'm gonna ask that everybody share okay, because today's theme is on can I have the title again? The other one, yeah. I was told who I should be, and I wonder what you'll be telling yourself on who you should be. What is a strong woman to you in just a few words? Yeah, we can.
That was a good one. That was smooth.
Yes,
That was
yes.
very smooth.
Thank you.
A strong woman is what? Yeah.
A strong woman is when you have a strong mindset.
Right.
Like, don't. Everyone has their own hardships. Everyone has their own obstacles, but keep on going, because this is who we are. It doesn't mean that you're a woman, you're powerless. You unleash your potential. Yep.
Unleash.
Yeah, strong mindset. I love it.
Okay, I think I go. Okay, I think strong woman is about being resilient. Okay, it's not about only strong mindset but a growth mindset. We must be always upgrade ourselves, keep on thinking positive, have a good support system, our family, peers, community, so that we can grow to be a better person. Yeah.
Nice. Eileen, come stand in front. Yeah. Strong woman is.
Strong woman is whereby you keep your friends of circles like who you think that can be kept in the friendship. If you feel like they mistreat you in any other way, you just cut them off. It's their loss, because they will know that they will never find any good friend like you.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Well spoken with a high dose of confidence, my dear.
Yes.
Rich.
Uh,
Final remarks from you, man.
Empower yourself, empower the woman next to you, empower the woman on the street. Being a woman is not easy at all. I think we face so many challenges. Behind closed doors, you don't know what's happening. We all go home and cry, right? So empower each other. Don't break down your fellow sister, right? Empower your friends, support them, rise them up, push them forward, hold on to them when they are falling and you're falling. One of you have to stop the fall. All right. But yes, empower. That's my thing. Empower.
Okay, and I want to share too. And to me, I think a strong woman is one who shows up even the hardest time, who keeps going even when the going gets tough, because we are strong. Yeah. So thank you, everybody. Woo! All right. Before we end, right, I want to introduce the men behind the scene. Everyone. Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna have the women introduce the men themselves. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come.
Behind the successful
Yes.
woman,
There's a clueless man apparently.
Eileen, who is he?
He's my fiance. He's
Aw.
the man behind my successful woman.
And we also have
Mr. Hiring.
Harry. Yay!
Okay, this is my sweet, lovely joker husband. So he's the one who every time support me. Okay, very strong supporter. He will always say yes for whatever thing that I want to do. He will be there.
Because every successful woman,
Yes.
there's a man behind them that do nothing, just go for the flow.
Yes.
You dare to say no to them, you sit outside. Just say yes. Remember, bro. Just say yes.
Yes.
Just say yes. Don't ever say no. Okay.
Good advice. Good advice.